How many goals do you think you've set across your lifetime? I'm talking about all of your goals, the ones you wrote down and went after, the ones you pursued, the ones you only thought about a lot, and of course the ones that you wanted to go after but felt were out of your league and out of your reach. Therefore, you just let them drift away. Now, out of all those goals, how many do you feel you've reached? Yeah. Now, I hope you've reached most of them. I really do. But the truth is, most goals aren't met. And there's a very big reason why. Today, with episode 25 of my Words of Wisdom, I'm going to show you the biggest reason why most goals aren't met and the most powerful things you can do right now, today, to move them over to the win column. As I go through this podcast, I want you to bring up one or two of your goals. Maybe it's a current goal, a recent goal, something from the past. Hey, maybe it's one of those old elusive goals. Bring it to your mind and put it in there. And as we go through, you're going to know exactly how to make those yours. So what is the biggest reason most goals are missed? What is the biggest reason? Oh, there's a lot of reasons. There are. Man, I talk about them. I've talked about them in previous podcasts, but I want to give you the number one, the biggest one. A lack of connection. Now, I hear a lot of people say, well, you got to really want it. If you want it bad enough, it'll happen. No. Unfortunately, that's not true. Wanting is a start, but wanting is only an emotion. We've got to have action. When it comes to your goals, we've got to keep that connection really strong. Look, I want you to think about your goals as a pet, especially a dog. You know, you got to do things with them every day. You got to feed them. You got to water them. You got to take them outside. You got to walk them. And, of course, you got to clean up mess, right? You got to clean up the messes they make. And, man, let me tell you, I had 2 boxers at one time. They were so fun and animated, but they got into so much stuff. I mean, some of the things they would do, I would look at and go, are you kidding me? How did y'all make this mess? But it was worth it. But I spent a lot of time with them, and especially with any pet, but a dog specifically, you got to stay connected to them because they're going to let you know, right? They're going to get up on you and play, but they need things. Even when you're not going to be able to let them out or feed them, you have to arrange for people to come do that so the connection stays put. It stays strong. That's what I want you to know. I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you 5 daily actions to seal the deal with all your goals. Okay? Key word here, daily. You've got to do these things every single day. If you do it, you're going to reach a lot more goals, and you're going to feel great because you did it. I guarantee it. So here's your 5 daily actions. Number 1, think about why you set this goal and what you'll get out of it when you reach it. There's a reason why you set the goal, whether it's about your health, your self-confidence, your finances, your career, your relationships, your spirituality, your faith, whatever it is, that was the basis for you setting this goal. Why did you do it? What is it you want more for yourself? Specifically, why did you do it? And think about what's going to happen when you reach it. Well, you're going to feel pretty good. You're going to be in a better place in your life, but you're also going to be in a better place to reach greater, bigger goals. Yeah, especially those ones that, remember that you, don't think you're quite able to reach them out of your game. Yeah, out of your reach. No, we're going to do it. So think about, get that in front of your head every day, why you set the goal. Number 2, what action can you take today to get you closer to your goal? What action? I'm not talking about thinking. I'm talking about doing. Think of one thing you can do today, and you want to do this every day. It doesn't have to be the same thing. There's got to be something that you put into action that develops and creates and feeds a catalyst to get you into tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Don't let a day go by. Have one action you can take towards reaching that goal. Maybe it's making a phone call. Maybe it's drawing a budget. Maybe it's simply taking your goals and looking through them and looking at how well are you doing for that particular day? How you doing so far for that week? Yeah. Action. Daily. Okay? Number 3, visualize reaching your goal. I talk a lot about visualization, and there's a good reason for it. My friends, there's a good reason for it, because it is the most powerful yet underused tool we have to better ourselves. You got to see it to believe it. You want to help yourself believe. You want to build your belief. I've talked about that before by using visualization. See yourself reaching that particular goal every day. See yourself smiling and feeling really good because you're reaching that goal. See yourself having better health, better finances, having a better relationship. Be specific when you visualize. You guys, you got to really see things, see colors, feel are you outside? Are you inside? Is it warm? Is it cold? What do you see in front of you? It's your mind. It's your goal. Put it anywhere you want. Be somewhere pleasant and be positive, but do it every single day. Visualize, even if it's only 10 seconds. It'd be best if you could do it 3, 4, or 5 times a day. But let me tell you, stay connected to that goal right up here by seeing yourself achieve it every single day. Okay? Number 4, what changes can I make today to get me closer to my goal? What changes can you make today to get you closer to your goal? Now, we just got through talking about number 2, what action can I take? Now, this goes with that somewhat, but what changes? That's the key word. What can I do different today to get me closer to my goal? You see what the difference is? What can I do different? What can I do more of, and what can I do less? Is there something that I can improve? Is there a change I can make by doing more of certain something? Or I need to do less of certain something? You know, one thing that comes to my mind right away is that phone. You bet. Social media. You guys know what I'm talking about. You see people all the time, including ourselves, staring at our phones all the time. What if I took 5 minutes? What if I made this change? I took 5 minutes away from my phone use and applied it to working on my goals. That's a change. That is incredible change. It's positive. It's a catalyst. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by what changes can you make today? And it's got to be every single day towards reaching your goal. Number 5, balance. Yeah. This is one that's missing. It's easy to talk ourselves out of success. It's easy to talk ourselves out of talk ourselves out of pursuing this goal because things are getting challenging and I'm not doing real well. Well, pick up the slack, man. You're alive. You have abilities. You do this thing. You're capable. Get on it. Now, you want to balance this out, and this is where we create some stability in our reaching our goals, or on our path to reaching our goal. We can smooth it out a little bit by balancing out our emotions. Look, think about, for everything that you need to improve, think about one thing that you're doing that's good. And for everything that you're doing good, think about something you can do where you need to improve. Balance those. Don't let them get out of kilter, because especially when two things can happen. You think about everything you're doing wrong or where you need to improve. That talks you out of it. You're burning up your emotions. You're burning up your motivation. And at the same time, if all you think about is what you're doing good and you're not thinking about where you need to improve, then we get into complacency and whatnot, and then it gets away from us. Balance where you need to improve with what you're doing that's good. That's key. Okay. I'm going to come back through these at the end here real quick, and I'm going to show you what I do with one of my goals on a daily basis. I'm going to show you those 5 daily actions that I take. Okay, I'm going to read Out of my 7 books of wisdom, I'm going to give you a short 2 to 3 minute lesson here. I'm going to read the quote and I'm going to go through the lesson. It's real quick, but man, it's so powerful. This is out of book 5, The Blueprint to Independent Success. This book is about goals and confidence. All right, here you go. Here's your quote. A goal is a living and breathing thing. You have to feed your effort if you want it to grow. I'm going to read it again. A goal is a living and breathing thing. You have to feed your effort if you want it to grow. Yeah. Here's the reality. Here's what I'm telling you. I've said it many times and I'll repeat it. Setting a goal is the easy part. It's keeping it alive that's the most challenging. The minute we set a goal, we bring it to life. And we accept the responsibility to keep it alive. The only way to do that is to feed it well along the way with great effort, protect it with our heart, and watch it grow. A goal is indeed a living, breathing thing, and we must treat it as such if we want to bring it to fruition. If we lose sight of our goal, lose our motivation to support it, and neglect to feed it with great effort, it will more than likely fade away, and the life of it will cease to exist. Here's the plan. To keep your goals alive and well, make sure your efforts stay strong towards it by having a sound support system from someone or a group who can encourage you to keep on track. Make sure you protect your goals by not sabotaging your efforts or doing things that are going to add to the difficulty of achieving your goal. Use visualization to see yourself reaching goals and set short-term goals so you can see success along your way. Short-term as in daily. I just gave you 5 that you could do. Your goals have life because you gave it to them. Make sure you help them grow into what they're meant to be. You're the only one that's going to do this. Now, I mentioned a support system here. Yeah. Have someone set a goal themselves and you guys get together and check each other on your goals. Have the accountability. Have a group. That's what I mean. Have a support system. Share your goals. Tell people about your goals. Tell them what you're trying to achieve. And more than likely, they're going to ask you along the way, hey, how are you doing? How's your goal coming? That's what I'm talking about, support system. Here's your action. Today, bring a goal to mind you have or want to have and write who is your support system. If you don't have one, get someone today. Next, write the visualization of reaching your goal you're going to use today. And lastly, write one short-term goal you can set to help you reach your long-term goal. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this, guys. I'm not just reading this to you so you can hear it. I want you to apply it. Here's one of your actions you can take right now. Okay? Write down your goal. My goal is blank. Write it down. Number 2, my support system is, who am I going to share this with? Who can I get to do this with me? Yeah. My visualization about this goal I'm using today is, what are you going to visualize? Well, you can visualize anything positive, but I want you to visualize you reaching this specific goal. See it come to fruition and be specific in doing it. Lastly, my short-term goal is, and it can be any of those 5 daily actions, which I'll go over again here in a little bit. Friends, if you're seeking a path to emotional freedom and a life of fulfillment, my 7 books of wisdom are the keys to unlock that door for you. This isn't just reading. It's a journey to become the best version of you. You can start today by visiting 7booksofwisdom.com. It's the number 7, booksofwisdom.com. You can read about each book and see what I'm telling you and read through and see which ones you want or get them all, right? Let's take these steps together toward a future filled with possibility and joy. I want to do that with you. I want to be a part of this. Let me tell you a story that has to do with that. Most of everyone of my clients that I use, that I'm counseling or I'm coaching, they have my 7 books. And we go over them. We talk about the different lessons. But one thing that I always do is talk about their goals. Not just their goals, but their daily actions. These steps I just gave you, I ask them, are you doing these steps? Sometimes they're doing 1 or 2 a day. Sometimes they skip days. Hey, man, it's part of it. But I am a reminder to them how important that connection to that goal is. And they see it. You know, they see that they're dropping off. I make them score their goals every week. And if the score is lower, it's typically because of a lack of a daily connection. And they are reminded to do that. They also see very quickly that if they do what I'm asking them, trying to teach them to do, and staying connected to their goals on a daily basis, they see the progress immediately. They also see that they pay a price for not doing the daily actions and not staying connected to their goals, because it's easy in life's happenings and the daily activities of life and the things it can throw at you. Man, it can come out of nowhere how easy it is to lose connection with that goal. But it's also easy to keep the connection. And I know the ones that are doing it because they reach their goals so much more often and so much quicker. And once they do the daily connection, man, their life opens up because they feel successful, they feel confident, and they feel achieved. Just the same things I want for you. I want to go back through real quick the 5 daily actions to seal the deal with your goals. I have a goal. One of my goals is I want to book 24 speaking events for next year. That's a tall task, man, because look, companies, most big events book 6, 8, 12 months out, right? So I want a year of 24 presentations. That's my goal. So my daily actions, number 1, I want to think about why I set that goal and what I'm going to get out of it. Well, I set it because I want to be one of the top speakers in the world. And to do so, I've got to speak. So, and I feel great when I speak to people. That's why I'm doing it. And I'm going to get self-satisfaction out of it. What action can I take today? Number 2, what action can I take today to help me reach that goal? I'm going to reach out to different companies. I'm going to probably at least 2 or 3 different companies today and reach out and find out who their event planner is. And I'm going to send an email. That's my action. I'm going to visualize not only me talking to an event planner, but seeing and feeling that I know they're going to hire me. I feel it. I'm going to feel that. I'm going to get goosebumps doing it. I'm telling you, I do. But I'm going to visualize that. I'm going to be very specific. I'm going to see myself speaking. I'm going to see myself at a big event on a stage with thousands of people and see them and hear them laughing and I can see their clothes, what they're wearing, what I'm wearing, and we're all smiling. Visualize specifics. I'm also going to, number 4, what can I change today to make me what change can I make to get me closer to my goal? Well, I'm going to pay real close attention to how much time I'm on that phone. Yeah. And I'm going to dedicate a particular, if it's 10 minutes today, I'm going to dedicate to reaching my goal. I'm going to dedicate to talking to somebody that I know has a company. At the gym, when I go to the gym, I'm going to do something. I'm going to tell somebody a quote. I'm going to compliment somebody. I'm going to get to know somebody, and maybe by that, I'm going to know where they work, and maybe there's a connection there. But I'm going to change something today for the better. I'm going to not use my phone as much. I'm going to take my notebook into the gym, and in between sets, I'm going to write stuff down. I'm going to change something for the better today to get me closer to my goal. Then I'm going to balance. My last thing, I'm going to balance. The 5 daily actions, number 5 is balance. I'm going to keep a good, even keel emotionally on where I need to improve and also what I've done that's really good. You got me? That's what I want you to do. The key thing here is action. I've given you 5 daily actions to seal the deal. Our goals, look, here's something too. Setting a goal is not the start. It's not the start. It's preparing to start. And these actions will help you actually get started towards reaching that goal. You got to stay connected. Treat it like your pet. Treat it like your dog or your cat. Man, you got to stay connected to them for many reasons. They count on you, right? And your goals do as well. Look, here's one of my favorite, I'm going to close, but here's one of my favorite quotes about goals that I wrote. Goals are where dreams and reality come together. It's up to you to arrange the meeting. It's so true. And that meeting needs to happen daily to create a strong enough connection to reach your goals. Your goals are yours to have. They're waiting on you. Now go own them. I'm Bobby Wisnan. Thanks for listening.